Welcome. So, is it a female and a male? Is it nature or nurture? Oh, big question there. Big question. I mean, and I'm just going to tell you what I think. These, by the way, all these videos are just about what I think. My personal opinion may not be true, but it's just what I believe, right? And that's it. So anyway, is it nature or nurture, right? Well, I remember reading and actually reading very, very in depth about quite a long time ago now, where there was a scientist or a doctor of some sort who said, yeah, it's definitely nurture, not nature, right? So he brought a boy up from birth as a girl, right? Completely everything as a girl, right? Suffice to say that the boy was completely screwed up most of his young life. The experiment didn't go very well. There was loads of trouble. He had loads of whatever. It just was a complete nightmare. And eventually, I think he was 14 or he was 17. I can't remember what it was. But he ended up just killing himself, right? So that experiment worked really well, I thought. So yeah, it's pretty obvious to me that you're hardwired a female at birth. You're hardwired a male at birth, right? To me, right? That's your pre sort of thing that where you're going to head to, right? Sure, there's going to be slight variations, but that is, that's the way it is. It makes sense, right? It makes sense. So if you say had a baby, two babies, a male and a female, and they're crawlable age, they can crawl, and they can see and everything else and all that, and you put them down on the floor, and over the little bit away you have cars and trucks, and you have dolls and prams, and you put them all over there, and you mix them all up, obviously, and invariably the boy will play with the trucks and cars, and invariably the girl will play with the dollies, right? And that makes a lot of sense, right? That's fine. I don't see anything wrong with that. That's fine, right? It's definitely, to me, I think, it's definitely nature, right? I mean, we remember Blue Lagoon? Oh, yeah. I mean, all that was sex on an island, but they made a complete film about it, but never mind. But Blue Lagoon. So if you put people and dump them on there, like, don't tell them anything, don't nurture them, don't anything, nature will always show through, right? And of course it showed through on the Blue Lagoon. They obviously she grew up as a female, he grew up as a male, and they obviously were attracted to each other, which they're supposed to be, and they had, sex. And of course, eventually, they would have a baby and everything else. So yeah, so it's definitely, for me, it's definitely a nature thing, right? Males are born males, and they act like males from the word go, right? Not fully males, of course, but they're preconditioned that way, and females are preconditioned the other way, female, for being a female, which makes really, really perfect sense in this universe that we're in, to me. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Who knows?